At the moment of birth, each of us is as free as a bird, with not a single restraint tying us down. But with age come the varied shackles that bind, clipping away at our wings, feather by feather. In time, we long for a return to the freedom we once knew. But the truth is, we can return to those days whenever we so choose.
Is this weather perfect or what? The brisk ocean breeze, the wide open sea, smells like a new journey on our horizon. I gotta say, I'm glad I took you up on your offer, Adel. Being stranded on Asteria for so long was really getting to me.
I'm glad I asked you to come.
Same. This has me even more pumped than all the way back when I first left my hometown. It's been a wild ride since then, but that doesn't make me any less grateful to you. I can hardly remember the last time I felt this chipper.
Adel! Dogi! So this is where you two were. My, I never dared dream I'd get to see the actual ocean in person. Even now, it's difficult to believe a vessel this large is capable of floating upon its waves. What manner of sorcery is this?
I guess this is all one big culture shock for someone born and raised on Ys. Dr. Flare here's even giddier than me.
That I am. In my view, being on the surface instead of above it is a miracle in itself. To say nothing of the unprecedented chance it's given me to search for the original strain of Celcetan flower.
Celcetan flower? That's the name of a type of medicinal herb, right? It's native to the Great Forest on the Gallia-Hispani border or something.
Indeed it is. I couldn't very well rest on my heels after hearing that's where you two were headed. The prospect of seeing it in its natural habitat was ample reason to climb aboard.
Your get-up and go could put even Adel to shame. But be sure to mind your health, okay? At the rate you're going, you'll end up fainting in sheer bliss the second you stumble onto those flowers.
Well, frankly speaking, that scenario's all but guaranteed.
Well, we won't be arriving in Celceta for a long while yet. Might as well kick back a bit and enjoy the ride for now, don't you think?
Ah, a passenger. You appear to be... So, my hunt. This may be no surprise to you then, but we have some extraordinary sights.
Oh? What's that over there?
Mountains? No, wait.
Attention all I am your captain. Allow me to express my gratitude to you for sailing with us on the... If you look to our left-hand side, you'll find Obelia Gull. This current bout of clear weather lets us see the myriad patches of land, both large and small, that populate these waters. It will be quite some time yet before the ship arrives at our destination in Celceta. So until then, we invite you to bask in this scenic tapestry of blue seas and beauteous islands. Understood. Let's make haste.
My word!
Obelia Gulf, huh? That reminds me, Adel. You said you were looking for a western archipelago before you came to Asteria, right? There any chance this might... Whoa! Little close for comfort, don't you? How's a guy supposed to take in the sights like that? Hey, Adel.
Men, prepare to hunt. Behold thy foes with steady hearts. Fear not thy fate, for life and death are the deities to decide. Those who fall with valor shall be ushered into their divine kingdom. Now, shout forth the name of our god!
Har!
Huh?
It can't be!
Pirates!
So he did hire mercenaries.
Shield wall! Charge!
Stay behind us, Doc.
Right.
Oh? You another one? Bit on the puny side, ain't he? Sure you know which way to hold that thing, little fella?
What a joke. The big lug behind him would be more worth...
What difference does that make? You've still got a blink. Enough chit-chat!
How's that?
No way! What a joke! Rotten punk!
You bumbling How long does it take to handle one sellsword trying to play
Our fault, ma'am. The kid's a lot tougher than he looks.
Oh, really? Fine then. I'll take care. Done saying your prayers? You're pretty skilled.
Whoa! Here it comes!
Whole lot of fuss.
Try not to lose that red head of yours!
Princess. I must ask that you stand down. That boy appears to be no more than a pat.
What?
We have already apprehended the Right this way.
So those are pirates. This...
Oh boy, we're in a... Ugh.
Captain Victor LaSalle. I thought we had an agreement. There's a toll for sailing these waters. And you promised never to skip out on it again.
Hold on a moment! This is the last time, I swear! Whatever you do, just let me live!
We both already know how this goes. Any room you had to parley was forfeit the minute you put those mercenaries on your payroll.
Stay your hand, boy. Those are no mere pirates. They're the Balta Sea Force.
Woof! I'm stuck. Guess good eats are a given when you set up town, but the stuff you get further inland just...
That aside, it would seem we're going to be stranded here for the...
Yeah. Who'd have guessed the Adamas was cruising through these waters? Obviously, the captain already paid the... But I hear they're even seizing his ship as compensation for all...
It leads me to wonder what the story is. To their credit, they did let Adel loose after determining he was merely a...
Doesn't make those lugs any less high and mighty, though. If they look like pirates and
Like Normans, you mean?
Normans, you say?
They're a lawless people from the north with incredible seafaring know-how. Word is, they've looted their way not just here, but across raiding towns, pillaging churches, kidnapping innocents, and the Balta Sea Force makes up just one faction among them.
Sounds like your typical pirates to me. How do they...
I was given to understand that the entire region of Glia fell under Roman...
Rumor has it that not even the Empire would dare to defy the Sea Force. The Normans have had an iron-fisted grip on Obelia Gulf. Some say that it spares us from suffering under Roman rule. but they don't...
Hey, did you hear about what happened to the Adamas?
I did. Captain LaSalle was treading a dangerous line. He simply reaped what he sowed, if you...
Won't argue with that.
Still, it's hard enough.
Those pirates had no right to waltz in like they owned these waters and demand it. Why should any of us have to play along with their...
Shush! I can sympathize, but that sort of talk is best kept to...
Oh, what did I do to deserve being born?
I see what you mean. Doesn't sound like they get the warmest reception.
As would be the case in any town, though this one does seem to have its fair share of... Now, though on that subject, there does seem to be quite a bevy of islands here in Obel...
Oh, yes, that's true. We locals are so used to the view...
That reminds me, Missy. These islands wouldn't happen to come with any unusual myths or lore. Our little group's got a special...
Is that your reason for traveling? I can't guarantee there's anything that'll live up to your... Aha! If it's run-of-the-mill folktales you're after, I have just the one.
Really now?
Well, legends tell of what's known as the Sea King's Throne. The throne is said to be hidden away on one of the islands here in Obelia. Supposedly, whoever finds and sits upon it will have their wishes granted.
Oh, that's some... How about it, Adel? Let's do it. That's the spirit. We got...
Hold on a moment.
Oh, what's the... Let them chase their dreams.
That heck, back when I was there,
Forgive him. He's had a few ales too many. Say that throne really exists, though. What would you...
Huh? Well, for our humble little business to
Renee must be proud.
Makes me want to spend 3 days and nights drinking this tavern, and I do it all with a smile. The more they rake in the cash,
How sweet!
I think you've had quite enough for one day. Our apologies for bothering you, gentlemen.
Nah, it's all good.
Like they mentioned, my name is Rosalind. I'm the daughter of the... 3 of you are going to be lodging with us tonight. If you have any issues during your stay... You mean that story about the throne? Well, I'd better get back to work.
Such a capable young lady. Reminds...
By the way, Adel, I know this Sea King's Throne is a big deal and all, but we got some other things to take care of. The travel funds we scrounged up were only enough to get us...
Quite right. With that in mind, I plan upon our arrival.
Well, ain't that convenient?
Are you young?
Yeah. You got any...
Well, both the harbor and the town militia docks are always short on labor. I'm certain of... And the red-haired lad is a swordsman, no? The militia's been...
No joke? That's great!
Seems we have a few promising
Sure do. Let's get out there and... All right, you two. This is where...
Indeed. I may just take a look around.
Let's aim to meet back up around... Adel.
Me. Seek me.
Adel? A voice?
There's no shortage of noises out here.
Anyway, back to what I was saying. You probably plan to wander the streets a bit yourself before catch you both later.
I've got to say, the quality of his...
One might say the same of Obelian seafood. Rome and Hispani may be at odds right now.
To be perfectly honest, our middle...
That attire is...
Well spotted. I am indeed a However, I find that being a tradesman suits me far better than...
That's good to know. They say Normans are first-class mariners. No doubt their expertise slots in perfect.
I'm flattered to hear you say so.
It's thanks to the Balta Sea Force that we're still able to do business. They're the ones who make sure ships from both sides can travel these waters.
Not having those persnickety Roman officials around to stick their oars in has been heaven sent for us as well. I very much look forward to your
You and me both, pal. And let's not forget to keep our friends from...
On a separate note, Romes, the militia recently informed me that an incident has blocked the highway out of town. Correct me if I'm wrong, but don't you have an important negotiation?
Well, word? It's nothing I'm not aware of. In fact, shouldn't be long.
You there!
Well, here's an unfamiliar face. Is everything all right?
Sorry for calling to you out of nowhere. We each have a child about the same age as you.
Honestly, who do those Balta hooligans think they are? Wreaking havoc. They impose an exorbitant toll on every vessel crossing Obelia Gulf.
Some ships, like the Adamas, will try and make... But when they're found out...
Because ships that do pay the toll get escorted to safety by the... In that sense, they do their part to maintain order throughout the Gulf, which is why the Roman Empire turns up. When all is said and done, as long as we live here...
There are far fewer instances of pillaging than before now. Still, it would be nice if our mayor could put his foot down everyone.
I pity the man. Having to deal with our complaints and the Sea Force's demands...
Well, that's what he signed up for when he took on... Anyway, you just be sure to stay out of the...
Oh, you got a... Huh? Wait a second. Don't tell me. You're here. Never seen you around before. The name's Gren. That all, huh? Man, oh man. You've just gotta enlist... Wait. What's... It did used to be slightly better for what it's worth. But the mayor slashed our budget in order to keep the militia from being... When the Balta Sea Force says jump, he asks, how high? You mean it? I knew I liked you! The only problem is, our commander and the others are out. They should be here tomorrow, though. So feel free to swing by. Call it a hunch. But I've got a feeling you and I are gonna be... Calling all youths! A career in the Karnak militia awaits you!
Seek me. This... Swords. Can you... They stole you. My name? Who? Adam. Search. Help. I have been...
So the shell spoke to you. As for this mana you mentioned, can we...
Well, of course it is. You only just... That wolf you fought that just wouldn't die has me hung up. I talked up a storm with the guys down at the docks, but none of them mentioned anything.
It may well be that something is
The Baltus Sea Force, mana, and undead doesn't seem to tie in with that Sea King's throne we heard about earlier, either. It's just You know what that means? Here I always thought adventure was something, but whenever you're around, Adel, it seems to find us. Nothing like finding that girl's gonna be a tall order, though. This Gulf's got more islands than you can shake us.
The first step is to gather information.
I'll put my new job down at the harbor to use.
As for myself, the Azrat Clinic has hired. I'll see if I can't find someone in town who's willing.
Sounds like a plan. Let's kick...
There's something I need to double check. You're probably full of questions, but just think of this as us picking up where we left off. So you do know. I won't hold back this time. Speed. Power of mana. How'd you... You didn't use it back on the Adamas. Leela. Mana, on the other hand, is my people's imbued in a sword. It brings forth victory. Only those chosen by the All-Father Har are out of the Sea Force. That list starts and ends with me and my old man. It is. So Blood and thunder. Grieger. You fought one to put a Grieger down with just any old weapon, and it'll rise back up again and again. Mana is the only thing that... What was that just now?
Form up!
What in hell did you just do to us? It couldn't be. Nothing like this has ever... At least now I have a good grasp on what I was sent to invest. We're finished here. And what would I gain by ants? I'm a Norman. A pirate. Can't handle that? Then pack your bags. Son of a... Handcuffed? You! What did you pull? Guess not. This mana doesn't seem to be coming from my... Hey! Quit gawking and help! This spells trouble for us in more ways than... Either we get these off, or I'm sending you back with one less hand. No luck. I hate to say it, but my old man's probably the only person... Couldn't even begin to... What a mess. We'll have to stick together for a while. Unless you fancy me lopping... Huh. Nothing My name's Karja, daughter of Grimson Balta, Jarl of the Balta Sea. Already put... Well, no time to waste. I'm off to report in. It's over by the harbor, so don't fall behind. Hey, don't stray too far. I've taken enough tumbles for my liking. Wonder if Gunnar knows anything about that.
Hey, Princess. Who's your +1?
Is Gunnar in? I have a report to make.
Yeah, I'll go get him.
Not every day you see the princess bringing someone. You her little boy toy now? Wait, for real? Actually, now that I think about it, wasn't that swordsman she threw down with on the Adamas?
Hey, what are you whispering to him about?
Just making small talk.
I swear.
What seems to be the trouble, Princess?
Gunnar, how many times do I have to tell you to quit call?
Oh? Who might this?
He's the swordsman Grimson told me to look.
A request from the Jarl. Ah, now I remember. He was a passenger. I see. So we have here not only a mana wielder, but a pair. What's more, the latter has rendered you unable to separate.
That better not be a smirk.
Not at all. This isn't humorous, and it is, however, exceptionally unusual. Only the Jarl can... Unfortunately, he is currently out at sea on an expedition. We do not expect him back until...
Tomorrow? And just what am I supposed to do until...
With all due respect, Princess, I must ask that you spend the remainder...
What?
It wouldn't do to have a non-shield brother accompanying us, for one thing. This may even be to your benefit from a certain... What better chance to familiarize yourself with how those under our rule live? I believe you're at an age now where such matters ought to be... Not to mention, it is possible for this turn of events to be grossly
In what way?
There are those who would be only too pleased to regard this as a scandalous... We have no need to voluntarily provide them with issues to raise at the
All right already!
Adol, was it? My apologies for giving... I am Gunnar. I'm recalling you correctly, then. Your battles aboard the Adamas were... No doubt you have many thoughts on the subject, but collaboration is a must if you want it. We Normans have our ways, some of which may... Nevertheless, I would ask that you work in concert with her and us until we manage to... Good. I appreciate. I will notify you as soon as the Jarl returns. Until then, travel with Adol and
Don't you have that backwards, Gunnar? Why are you so trusting of him?
That you feel the need to ask is all the more reason to make use. The boy is, if nothing else, accustomed to travel. I had best return to my duties. I leave the rest to you.
So, this is the... Some of our crew's been treated here.
Who is it? Oh, Dr. Flair. Sorry again for putting you up to that house call. It should have been...
Now, don't give it. Actually, I stopped by to ask, or rather, shall we say...
Why, of course. Would it happen to have anything to do with the local celebrity standing by?
Yes, she is the crux of...
Well, I can It just so happens that we've been There might be something in...
No, it's just...
Our clinic has a policy of helping all those who are sick. That goes for everyone, be they a Roman, and besides, in your case, I would be more... Give me just a moment. There we are. Alrighty, step right...
I still don't see the problem with what...
This goes on the outside. You just put it on.
Hold it! I am a How am I meant to keep an even keel in that flimsy getup?
There's no need for that. Mirabelle can handle this just fine.
You may be right that... But, odd as it sounds, much like your mana...
Huh?
Clothing that suits the occasion can do wonders for your... For example, donning this nurse uniform fills me... The outfit you're currently in has a similar effect on you. You've been told to spend the entirety of today here. I'm positive the memories these garments hold will give you this... What one wears during life's biggest...
So that's how you... Fine then. Your words won me over. Even if that bit about memories went over...
I knew you'd come around.
See? Indeed. I heard she even has a knack for getting all the children.
Dun da da da! The time has come for from fearsome pirate princess to cute as a bun.
You call this cute? Actually, now that I'm wearing it, this is a lot more mobility than I thought.
Consider me astounded.
Not even I thought it would go this.
On that note, it's nearly time for you two to meet with the militia. You should probably be out.
The sea breeze feels better than ever. Wonder if that's thanks to this getup. Still needs some breaking in. It's not half bad. Don't think...
And you're absolutely sure they were...
No doubt about it, sir. It all happened so quickly.
Adel! You showed up! Wait, who's the girl? Oh yeah? Does that mean she's gonna be joining?
Huh? Why would...
So, no. Anyway, thanks for making the trip over and all, but we're Yeah, and some pedestrians were attacked by a pack of wolves on the highway outside. Our guys from the militia made sure to stamp them up, but the minute they took their eyes off the bodies, the whole bunch of them...
Maybe a bear came by and snatched up its...
Whisking that many dead wolves away in the few moments no one was looking? The most likely answer is that they were never actually finished off.
Isn't that...
So it's possible these wolves escaped with their injuries and are still lurking. Yet despite that, the blockade was lifted, allowing several... Do I have that correct, Commander Gullum?
That's about the long and short of it. But no matter how you spin it, there's just too much about this.
That's unusually glib, I understand the desire to stick up for your men, but remember who Now get moving! There are travelers on that highway who need...
Hey! I've just about had it with your selective hearing. Commander Gulliver and the rest of the militia made every effort to kill those wolves, but there's only so much we can do when we're constantly understaffed. The whole squad's exhausted. Each of us and it's all because you caved into the Normans and slashed our...
That's enough, Gren.
But, Commander!
The mayor's right. Keeping the people safe is what matters most. We're in a race against time. I'm going to need every able-bodied member on...
Yes, sir!
My men and I will move out straight away. We'll report back as soon as...
See that you...
All right! Let's get this
Sorry, Adel. Duty's... If you're still interested in signing up, drop by... Will do.
Huh? I'll admit this... Don't tell me you're bent on helping. Have it your way.
So the militia headed for the Hagen Highway, huh? We can get there by circling back past the clinic. You want to follow him? Then hurry it up.
Should be a spot to rest. I did it! Gotcha! 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 Form up! Form up! Form up! Form up! Form up!
I don't believe it. Every time we knock one down...
Commander, what the hell are...
Couldn't tell you, but I've got a pretty good idea of why all that carry...
Damn it!
Adol?
No! You need to... These things can't be...
No way!
What in the world is Mana, you said. I did hear that a handful of Normans had mysterious powers.
And you're saying that seashell there gave you the ability to use...
That's ridiculous. You can't expect us to act...
And knee slide! God Almighty, Leela Almighty, Adol Almighty! I beseech thee, grant me thy strength! Oh, crap. No dice, huh?
Not a speck of shame in this one.
Well, Commander, now that we know the whole... Let's ask Adol and his lady friend to save the townsfolk and...
What?
Come off it, Gren. These two aren't part of the militia. Heck,
the mayor chewed us out enough when you first joined up. Imagine how he'd react to this.
Well, I'm not hearing any other bright ideas. You already know we can't take down the... And there's more where they came from. What about all the people still out on the high...
What?
Besides, Commander, Adol here's the guy I told you about yesterday. The one who won...
Is that... Yeah... It's... Adol, and hate to put you out, but we're gonna need you to rescue the town.
Far above. If you're that set on this.
Oh, right. Let me know if you run out, and I'll top. We'll come back you up once we're finished tending. Best of luck to you.
Found some already.
what's the big idea? Don't you have any idea how vital...
You do realize that they don't understand. Anyway, I'm more worried about whether the others meant... I can't put my finger on it.
Hard to imagine feeling good about anyone, man or beast, who gets in the way. Once the militia gets here, I'll have the...
Who?
Oh, folks from the militia. Whoa!
Looks like I was right to think those wolves were out of the ordinary.
So?
Priority?
Shoot! Good call. How would you two like a job escorting us? I'm Romes.
Romes Carpent.
Well, what do you say? I can pay... Oh, Cruz! You're about their age, give or take.
No can do. Because those wolves just now weren't the last of them. What about Are you really so short-sighted that you'll throw away every scrap of trust the town has in you? Credibility is the most important commodity a merchant can...
Oh, way to go, mate.
Well, that settles that. We'll make the sensible choice and return. It's nothing special. I'm only doing...
This could be trouble. If the room...
Then what are we...
Well, the only option... Just kidding. Don't worry, I'll run as soon as I give you the signal.
Wait!
Huh?
Who are you guys? Let us take care of...
How's that?
Wow. The name's Rafe. This little fella is... I've heard those things were unkillable. That's what I thought. Can't say the same for her.
Now's not the time to start... So, what are you doing?
I just came out to pick some wild...
The kid lives on his own. Apparently, he does this every... He's not short on guts, at least. I'm sure Rozo or the priest would...
Oh, stuff it. I can't stand... You're the one who went on about there being a lot of beasts around these days.
And thanks to that, you didn't walk straight into their stomachs. I mean, you get along just fine with that little girl over at the...
Not really. I do wonder if Sasha's...
Of course. I'll make sure he gets home safe. Just remember to watch yourselves out.
Go time, Karja!
Another one. Down that way!
You impertinent! Do you even realize who you're This can't be the end.
Quit screaming and hollering before you rile them up even more!
My plea... How sluggish can you be? You should have sprung to my aid the moment...
Excuse me? You got some nerve. You're real gussied up.
That's... What can... You're right. Being ambushed... Oh, goodness. I truly...
What in hell is she mumbling?
My name is Milette. I am... Forgive my lapse in manners. You see, I am rather eager to continue down this highway, but those peculiar wolves litter the path ahead. Might I...
Hang on. You're not about to tell us there's even more people
not at all.
Aye. You're better off calling it quits for now, given... Take the path we came here on. The local militia will be...
It would... Very well. I shall...
That scream just... I think it came from over there. Pharos Lighthouse, to be exact. Any I think the man who tends the place is living there.
How's that? Stronger than better.
Can't beat me!
Get away! Blast! There's no time to...
Stay back! This won't take a...
Thank you for coming to... Aren't you that same lad from Rooseveri's? Oh, never mind that. I could I should say so. Not only is my daughter still inside, but Rosalind too.
Rosalind?
Please, save...
We'll make our way in, but living is a choice. How? All I did...
Enough talk.
Switch! Woohoo! Now this I like. Let's keep up the pace.
Here goes!
Its defenses look pretty sturdy. Let me take a crack at it first.
Here goes!
Eat this! Eat this! How's that?
What's this? Here goes! Gotcha! There! Gotcha! How's that?
There they are. Can we even make it in time?
Should be a good spot.
Everything's going. Someone will be here to rescue. Take this! Don't come and leave Rosalind alone! Sash! Who are you?
Name's Karja. You did good, kid. Now stay back and watch us.
Okay.
Form up! Crumble! How's this?
Your turn, Adel! Wipe the floor with
Wow. What in the world?
Hey!
Daddy!
Sash! Thank the you're not hurt, are you?
Oh, Daddy! I was... Oh, Sash.
We saw how you tackled that thing, Adel. You two were awesome. Right, Commander? I told you he...
That he does. Even without that strange power, his swordsmanship goes beyond his... He and the young lady here were so in sync, I thought my eyes were playing tricks.
It's because of you both that Rosalind and my little girl came out unharmed. I can't possibly thank you.
The other travelers who were along the highway are fine as well, save for a few Adel, Karja.
Kren.
Rosa. I didn't even realize you left. It's a good thing you're okay, though. I don't think your folks could take it if something happened to you two. Oh, right. Me and Rosa here have been friends, so I owe you for saving her, too.
Adel, just what?
That's something we're still trying to get a handle on. But let's hold off on it, and might be a good idea to fill the mayor in on this.